Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and the latest promo for Fantastic Four First Steps has some awesome footage that we have to break down, including some clues pointing to who else will cameo in this film that until now we haven't heard anything about, plus the major confirmation that this film is set in Universe 828 and what that means. I'm going to break down everything we have learned. And if you want to support New Rockstars and listen in on some bonus shop talk that we're doing around the office, we now have an audio-only podcast service called NR Underground, where our Danger Room podcast episodes cover topics like AI on movie YouTube and why some people online are saying every movie critic who likes something is a shill. If you're interested in that kind of conversation and able to support us even doing this, consider joining the NR Underground by clicking on the link in the description. Okay, let's take a look at this new promo titled Fantastivision.
This summer, Marvel Studios invite you to the cinematic event of the year with everything from action
You are so fantastic.
to romance.
Just for luck.
Oh, careful there. They're extraordinary heroes, but they're an ordinary family.
We make a point to do family dinner every week.
Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. Reed, he's all brain. Johnny, he's hot. Sue, she's always there. Or is she?
Hello, boys.
Jesus.
Ben is everybody's best friend. Even man's best friend's best friend.
How's your day going?
On July 25th,
I can't believe that such a fantasy is happening.
Earth's superstars, superheroes are in for the battle of their lives.
It's so fantastic.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna!
Say it!
Marvel Studios, The Fantastic Four, First Steps.
So the music throughout this promo is a song Fantastico by Peggy Lee from 1960. And I can't believe it's taken until now to hear it with this movie. It's like kind of the perfect choice. We see Ben Grimm shirtless, leaping from the Fantastic Car into the river. Thank you for keeping your pants on. We've come a long way since 2015. But this is part of the sequence where he pulls a ship by its chain to the shore, and it ends with him sitting on the shore at low tide, petting this dog. Between this and Superman, I guess it really is a thing this summer of softening the tough guy superheroes by pairing them with some pups. I'm wondering if this dog could become Princess Masters. Princess Masters is a dog that was adopted by Ben Grimm and his wife Alicia Masters in the very recent comics, the Ryan North run from 2023. There is no collar on this shaggy dog, and it's just hanging out in the tide receded bank of the river. I mean, this girl needs an owner, and I'm gonna assume the dog's a girl because I want it to be Princess Masters. But can we just stop and appreciate how good this shot looks? Because you can't really see the line between what's CGI and what's practical. And I think this might be because, remember back in August of last year, we saw a set video from this scene where Ebon Moss-Bachrach was put in a practical version of the Thing's suit, and it looked very goofy, like, I don't even want to be around anymore, kind of goofy.
I don't even want to be around anymore.
But now we see why they do it. It pays off in shots like this. I think part of this is the suit, including the hands and the arms and the chest. Those are all practical, part of the costume, and that's why it really is just the rocky hands petting the dog. The dog is really reacting to hands that size, but the head is the CGI. See, they're being smart about it, and that's what I find so reassuring. Now, this shot right here is perhaps the most revelatory one we've gotten in a while. It's a series of newspaper and magazine covers documenting the Fantastic Four as heroes and cultural icons. We see gardening tips with Ben Grimm pruning a plant. We see golfing weekly with the headline Fantastic Four. Engineering with Reed Richards. Families Today, Christmas in the Baxter Building, and celebrating 4 years of the Fantastic Four. Now, this framing could be based on this Norman Rockwell painting of the Apollo 11 flight crew and the NASA mission control engineers who supported them. Then we see some news headlines. Mole Man, the menace from below. Panic struck the Baxter Building. And then this photo, I think, is showing a sign for Pan Am with the M sagging. Pan Am, or Pan America, was a major airline company popular especially in the 1960s. It's pretty much confirmed at this point that Mole Man will be played by Paul Walter Hauser based on his appearance in the prequel tie-in comic for this film. In the upper right, the newspaper says, astronauts rescued, heroes become superheroes, mission to remember, and heroes we will never forget. This is a reference to their origin story where they were hit with cosmic rays while on their space flight. Rescued, though, makes it sound like someone else went up there and got them. Who could that have been? And why aren't they listed? Could that have been Ivan Kragoff, Red Ghost, with his super smart apes? But a big detail here at the bottom. Fantastic Four defeat Mastermind Mad Thinker. The Mad Thinker will be in this movie, or at least be referenced. Originally introduced in Fantastic Four number 15, all the way back in June 1963, the Mad Thinker was someone who could predict future events to the exact second. Now, little was known about the Mad Thinker's backstory until he was eventually given a name Julius in 2017, but he was really a recurring foe during these earlier years, initially trying to break into the Baxter Building and creating a robot servant called Awesome Android, but was foiled by the mailman, Willie Lumpkin, whom Stan Lee played as a cameo in the 2005 Fantastic Four film. The Mad Thinker later teamed up with Puppet Master and in later issues with the Intelligentsia. I mean, hey, maybe we've been thinking of it wrong. John Malkovich might not be playing Red Ghost, but rather he could be playing the Mad Thinker. But it's also possible that all three, Mole Man, the Mad Thinker, and Red Ghost are in this movie, or at least mentioned. And I think we're either going to see or hear mentions of other earlier era Fantastic Four villains, like the Skrulls, who were in Fantastic Four number 2, Puppet Master, who started in number 8, maybe also Molecule Man, Owen Reese, as a nod to the way the character would later be used in the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars event. In yesterday's sneak peek, we speculated if this movie might even recast Kang as an alternate Pharaoh Rama-Tut. From the fan review that we read, there will be some actual cameos by these villains, but I expect to see others named on newspaper headlines like this, or newsreels, or just mentioned in dialogue. Today's video is sponsored by Blue Chew. One of the movies we're excited about this month is Fantastic Four First Steps, and part of that is because we're stoked about The Thing. And in honor of Marvel's most rock-hard hero, we're here to tell you about Blue Chew, which can help make your thing rock hard too. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. Those erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. It's super easy too. Just sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. You can take Blue Chew anytime, day or night. That way you can plan ahead or be ready for whenever an opportunity arises. It's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. If you're skeptical or don't think you need it, try it free for a month and see. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, your first month of Blue Chew is free. Just use the promo code Rockstars at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's global mission to make better sex the dominant drive of modern society. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety information. Huge thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring this revolution. We see this new close-up of the Thing using his big ol' rock fist to crush garlic. As this Fantastivision promo goes through each character, there's a new shot of Sue's powers. During the elevated train rail attack sequence, we see a couple screaming, covering their heads as Sue's force shielding stops something falling on them. This is the red disc of the 7-Up sign that was at the top of the sign in Times Square. We also see our first full body shot from any promo footage in which we see Sue use her invisibility powers.
Or is she?
Hello, boys. Jesus.
So I guess she had been laying on this sexy round bed right alongside Ben this whole scene? In the video we made about this promo footage last week, I went a bit into the history of all the hints at the unrequited, never-to-be romantic chemistry between Sue and Ben. And I just kind of like that this movie is at least addressing it a little in the subtext here. Now, I do have to say for this shot, the VFX does not look as good as it has looked for Ben, because Vanessa Kirby was pretty clearly shot on a plate. The interior lighting of this room is so dim, it's just easier to tell when the lighting doesn't really match. Now you'll notice that Ben has his rock beard in the shot. I'm guessing this is later in the movie. We see some shots inspired by the Apollo 11 documentary, as well as Ron Howard's Apollo 13 film and the film The Right Stuff, showing the launch of the Excelsior rocket. Herbie joins them on this mission, and I love how he backs into a little storage nook that just fits him so perfectly. I feel like I put an AirPod in the case. We get a confirmation of what we guessed from the Herbie promo, that Herbie and Baby Franklin were left behind at the Baxter Building as kind of bait for Galactus. Galactus looks terrifying here as his antlered helmet leans in toward the window. It looks like Herbie right before this was trying to distract Franklin by clapping, maybe singing a robot version of "If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands."
Stop your feet, you mother.
We also see the Fantastic Car as it skids around a corner to chase Galactus's purple stomping boots down the street, and we see the Fantastic Car from above as it flies upward from Galactus's foot and narrowly passes Galactus's giant hand as it swipes underneath the car, trying to grab it. Next, we see the best looking shot yet of Reed's stretching powers. He stretches his limbs to climb up the scaffolding, and I just like that this is a different angle than we've seen before. It's more kinetic action and camera movement than past trailer shots that really showcase what he can do. This promo ends with a new shot that as part of the sequence that early fan screenings keep gushing about as the Silver Surfer chases the Excelsior past a black hole. This looks incredible. It looks like Silver Surfer might even open a wormhole beside the event horizon of a black hole and then surfs along the horizon itself. I'm assuming this is a newly formed black hole because there's still a lot of light that hasn't yet been swallowed in beyond the event horizon. Now, in the past week, during a panel at the BFI IMAX at the UK launch event, director Matt Shackman confirmed that this alternate universe in this film is identified as Universe 828, and we are assuming this universe number comes from Jack Kirby's birthday being August 28th, 828. It also feels adjacent to the universe of the Illuminati and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness being Universe 838, which of course was called that because Sam Raimi's birthday is August 38th.
Oh, lousy smarts weather.
That universe's Reed Richards, of course, was played by John Krasinski. And I just kind of feel like this numerical proximity makes it possible that we could really get a Council of Reeds meetup on a multiversal bridge with all of the Reeds. So, Universe 616, Universe 828, Universe 10005, and somewhere out there, Universe 838. But so far, those are the officially numbered universes of the MCU that will all collide in some form in Avengers Doomsday. Comment down below with your thoughts, and a special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Frederick Price, who supports us at the executive producer level. Follow me at EA Voss. Subscribe to all the channels in the New Rockstars network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.